Hello, my name is Edward and I'm standing to be your next JCSU president. When I was first applying to Cambridge, I wasn't entirely sure which college to pick, so I turned to the infinite source of wisdom of the BuzzFeed quiz, which Cambridge college should you actually go to, with questions like pick a hangover breakfast and pick a Sainsbury's Basics product. And as fate should have it, my result was Jesus. Now, I'd be lying if I said I based my choice entirely on that BuzzFeed quiz, but I like to think it's a pretty good sign I ended up in the right place here with all of you. We all know that Jesus is such a fantastic place to live and study at, and as JCSU president, I want to ensure that remains the case, listening to students and working hard to take real action and improve our day-to-day lives. I fundamentally believe that the most important duty of the JCSU president is to stand up for student interests and make sure our voices are heard. Often, there will be times where the college fails to take our views into account and acts with no regard for what we want. We've all seen this most recently with the issue of party permits, with the college attempting to impose a ban on weekday parties. While some progress has now been made, there's still an awful lot of work to do, and as JCSU president, I will continue to oppose the ban and work hard to overturn it. As the Beastie Boys once said, you've got to fight for your right to party. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'll also use the JCSU president's position on College Council to lobby on the other issues that affect us all as students, including the extortionate price of the kitchen fix charge and the college's repeated refusal to fly the rainbow flag. Furthermore, I want to ensure that all Jesus students have access to the very best opportunities possible during their time here. Our sports teams already have a fantastic reputation across the university, and I want to keep that up, working with our sports captains and gym reps to ensure continued investment in equipment and facilities, as well as seeking to improve funding for art, music and theatre at the college. Currently, we have nearly £58,000 of JCSU money in our reserves that the college restricts our ability to spend. I want to build on the hard work of previous JCSU committees, working alongside the Treasurer to free up this money and ensure it's invested in us, the students. While we're incredibly lucky to have wonderful new facilities in West Court, we need to make sure that students benefit from them as much as possible, not just conference guests. If elected, I'll work hard to ensure greater student access to West Court, particularly when it comes to the bar and brewery room, liaising with Duncan to make them more student-friendly, and lobbying the college for cheaper prices. It's also absolutely vital that the JCSU remains engaged, accessible and accountable to the students it represents. Whilst an important part of how the JCSU operates, the setup and nature of OGMs and AGMs can often be confusing for students. By setting up an online suggestion box, I'd look to give students greater opportunities to submit their ideas and concerns to the JCSU, taking action to respond to any issues raised. I'll also ensure that students are kept up to date with the work of the JCSU and the decisions taken at College Council through a regular President's Bulletin. Since I've been at Jesus, I've thrown myself into all aspects of college life, working with first years to establish a freshers rep on the JCSU, serving on the May Ball Committee for the past 2 years, training as an Access Ambassador, and also managing to tear a ligament in my knee during my one and only appearance for the Jesus Thirds. I want to use my experience to lead a dedicated, committed and effective JCSU that stands up for all of us as students. I'm standing in this election because I care about this college and our place within it. If you vote for me on Thursday, I promise that I will always listen to your views, stand up for our interests and work hard to make Jesus the very best it can be. Thank you.